Chosen one, have you ever wondered why you find it hard to be around large groups of people? Well, I have some news for you. You may not be aware of it, but it's not a coincidence. There's a reason behind your isolation. It's crucial for you to be aware of it. It's not a coincidence that this video has reached you. This video was specifically made for the chosen ones. If you're not one of the chosen, it may be hard for you to relate with it, but if you really are a chosen one, it's likely that you will deeply resonate with it. A chosen one is someone who feels a strong sense of purpose that goes beyond the ordinary. They often have a deeper awareness of life and a connection to something greater than themselves. This connection can be spiritual or simply a strong feeling that they are here to make a difference in the world. Chosen ones usually possess special abilities or qualities. These traits set them apart from others, making them more aware of what's happening around them and within them. Being a chosen one isn't easy. It comes with challenges that many others may not face. While their gifts can help them make a positive impact on the world, they can also make life more difficult. A very common struggle between chosen ones is their isolation. Those who are chosen have a presence that stands out. When they walk into a room or interact with others, their energy is often powerful and undeniable. This energy comes from their heightened sense of purpose, deep awareness, and the gifts they possess. People around them can feel this, even if they don't fully understand why. For some, this intense energy is captivating and magnetic. It draws people in, sparking curiosity, admiration, or a desire to connect. Others may feel inspired by the depth and authenticity that chosen ones radiate. This energy doesn't always have a positive effect. While some people feel drawn to it, others may feel uncomfortable, intimidated, or even threatened. The strong presence of a chosen one can unsettle people who are not used to such intensity. They may feel exposed or unsure of how to react. This can cause people to distance themselves or respond negatively, even if the chosen one doesn't intend to make them uncomfortable. For the chosen one, managing this intense energy can be challenging. It can be exhausting to constantly attract attention, whether it's positive or negative. Being around others may feel draining because their energy tends to affect people on a deeper level. This impact can be tiring, especially if they are sensitive to how people react to them. Their energy might also lead to situations where people project their own fears or insecurities onto them, causing tension or misunderstandings. Chosen ones may not always be aware of how strongly their energy influences others. This can create confusion or frustration when they encounter unexpected reactions. They might find themselves wondering why certain people seem to react strongly to their presence, or why they can't simply blend in like everyone else. It's important to understand that this intensity is a natural part of who they are, and learning to manage it is key to maintaining their well-being. When you find yourself spending more time alone than others, it might feel strange or even frustrating, but it is often not an accident. Many chosen ones go through periods of isolation, and this happens for specific reasons. The universe or a higher power may guide you towards solitude to help you grow, heal, or better understand your spiritual journey. This isolation gives you the space to reflect on your life, your purpose, and the lessons you need to learn. Without distractions from the outside world, you can focus more on your inner self and develop your gifts. Isolation also allows chosen ones to reset their energy. Being around people constantly can drain your energy or distract you from your path. Solitude provides a chance to recharge and protect your energy from outside influences. The time spent alone can help you gain clarity and strengthen your connection to your purpose. It can be a period of deep introspection where you begin to understand the reasons behind your struggles, what you are meant to do, and how you can move forward with more confidence. Although it may feel lonely at times, isolation can be a necessary part of your journey. This period helps you develop the resilience needed for your calling. It can serve as a way to prepare you for the challenges ahead by making you mentally and spiritually stronger. During isolation, you may also experience personal growth that would not be possible in the midst of constant interaction with others. It's a time where you're given the opportunity to listen to your inner voice, free from the noise and influence of society. Isolation can sometimes be a form of protection. The universe may guide you to spend time alone so that you can maintain your energetic balance. This helps you avoid situations where your energy could be negatively affected, allowing you to stay in alignment with your higher purpose. But there's more to it. Chosen ones often have a heightened sensitivity to the energies and emotions around them. They tend to pick up on things that others might miss. Whether it's the mood of a room, the hidden feelings of someone nearby, or even the energy of a place, chosen ones are more tuned in to these subtleties. This sensitivity can be both a gift and a challenge. It allows them to connect deeply with others and understand things on a level most people do not. However, it also makes them vulnerable to becoming overwhelmed, especially in crowded or emotionally charged spaces. The ability to sense and absorb the energy around them can be draining. When surrounded by too many people, especially in places where there are mixed or negative emotions, chosen ones can easily feel overwhelmed. The weight of absorbing others' emotions or the energy of the environment can make it difficult for them to maintain their own balance. This heightened sensitivity may lead to emotional overload, where they struggle to distinguish between their own feelings and the emotions of others they have picked up on. Staying grounded can be particularly difficult because they often feel the need to protect their energy from outside influences. The more sensitive a person is, the more they have to work at maintaining emotional and energetic balance. Without learning how to shield themselves from the energies around them, chosen ones can quickly become exhausted or even anxious. It becomes essential for them to find ways to recharge and clear the excess energy they absorb from others. The impact of this sensitivity can extend to how they navigate relationships and social interactions. Being in tune with other people's emotions can make it hard to be around large groups or in environments where there is too much emotional intensity. The sheer amount of energy they absorb in these situations can make it hard for them to enjoy the experience, leading them to withdraw or avoid crowded spaces altogether. Even in one-on-one interactions, chosen ones can sometimes find it hard to stay grounded when they are deeply affected by the other person's emotions or energy. Being a chosen one often means feeling out of place. From an early age, many find that they struggle to fit in with the people around them. They may feel like outsiders, sensing that their thoughts, beliefs, or behaviors don't align with what society expects. This feeling of being different can be challenging, as it often leads to a sense of isolation or even frustration. The discomfort comes from knowing they see the world in a unique way, and it can be hard to relate to those who are more focused on the surface level of life. This sense of not fitting in often stems from the fact that chosen ones tend to challenge societal norms. They do not simply go along with what everyone else is doing. Their deeper sense of purpose and spiritual awareness leads them to question the rules and behaviors that many others accept without thought. This can cause tension in social settings, where they might be seen as too different, too intense, or even difficult to understand. When their thoughts and ideas don't match up with the majority, it's easy for them to be misunderstood or even judged. At times, society may try to force them to conform. Chosen ones often feel pressure to change, to dim their light, or to hide parts of themselves just to blend in. This can lead to internal conflict because, on one hand, they want to be accepted, but on the other, they know that denying their true self would be denying their purpose. Resisting this pressure can be difficult, especially when it feels like standing out only brings more challenges. Yet, for many chosen ones, staying authentic is non-negotiable, even if it means walking a lonelier path. This experience of not fitting in can extend to friendships and relationships. Chosen ones often find it difficult to maintain large social circles because their depth and unique perspectives aren't always appreciated by others. They may have fewer friends or find it hard to form connections with people who don't share their values or outlook on life. The desire for genuine, meaningful connections often clashes with the more superficial interactions that are common in today's society. For those on a higher spiritual path, finding authentic connections can be one of the most difficult challenges they face. People who are deeply in touch with their purpose often crave relationships that go beyond the surface. They seek individuals who understand their journey, who are willing to have deeper conversations, and who value the same principles of truth, meaning, and authenticity. Unfortunately, society tends to prioritize shallow interactions, making it hard to find people who resonate with the same depth. This desire for deeper relationships often results in frustration. It can feel like they are surrounded by individuals who are more concerned with appearances, material success, or trivial matters. This lack of depth can make social interactions feel draining or unfulfilling. When you're constantly seeking meaning and truth in your relationships, it becomes clear how rare those connections are. The gap between what they seek and what's available in common social circles can lead to a strong sense of isolation. There is also the challenge of being misunderstood. When someone operates from a place of authenticity, they may come across as too intense or overly serious to others who aren't on the same wavelength. This can result in chosen ones being judged or distanced by those who find it hard to relate to their perspectives. As a result, the struggle to find meaningful relationships often leaves them feeling lonely. Instead of engaging in superficial conversations, they prefer solitude over company that doesn't align with their inner values. This struggle is not without purpose. The difficulty in forming authentic relationships serves as a way of filtering out connections that aren't aligned with their true selves. Rather than being weighed down by insincere interactions, spiritually aware individuals learn to focus on quality over quantity. The few genuine relationships they do form often bring deep, lasting bonds that provide mutual support and understanding. These connections, though rare, can be incredibly fulfilling because they allow both individuals to grow and evolve together. When you have a higher purpose in life, staying in the background isn't an option. Even though it might seem easier to blend in or avoid attention, those with a deeper spiritual calling are often pushed toward the spotlight, whether they want it or not. There's a strong internal pull that constantly guides them toward fulfilling their mission. This force doesn't allow them to remain hidden for long. Despite personal desires to stay out of the public eye, circumstances or events arise that push them to step forward and embrace their role. The calling is more than just a feeling. It's a persistent drive that keeps showing up, making it impossible to ignore. No matter how much someone tries to live a quiet, unnoticed life, the universe often intervenes, creating opportunities or challenges that force them to grow and step into their purpose. This pull can feel uncomfortable at times, especially when it brings judgment or misunderstanding from others, but it cannot be avoided. It is something larger than the individual's personal wishes, urging them to make a difference in ways they may not have expected. For many, the idea of staying in the background is tempting because it feels safer. However, their higher purpose is not about staying safe or comfortable. It's about stepping into the unknown and embracing the challenges that come with being seen. This doesn't mean they have to seek attention or fame, but it does mean that they cannot hide their gifts or their true self from the world. The impact they are meant to have requires them to be visible, even when it feels uncomfortable or intimidating. In many cases, it's the synchronicities or unexpected events that push chosen ones into action. Things just seem to happen that remind them they are here for a reason, whether it's a conversation, an opportunity, or a situation that demands their involvement. These moments make it clear that their mission is not about staying small, but rising to meet the challenges they were born to face. There's a sense of responsibility that comes with this, knowing that their purpose extends beyond their personal desires and into something much larger. This pull toward visibility often brings growth, not just for them, but for the people they touch. By stepping into their purpose and embracing their path, they become a source of inspiration and guidance for others. The very act of rising to their calling serves as a reminder to those around them that everyone has a unique purpose, and sometimes fulfilling that purpose means taking risks and being seen. One of the most remarkable aspects of those with a higher calling is the magnetism they naturally exude. This pull is not just about the light they radiate, but also the shadow they carry. People are drawn to them because of their authenticity, depth, and the sense of truth they embody. There's a rawness to their presence that fascinates others, pulling them in, whether they realize it or not. This attraction goes beyond surface-level charm. It's a resonance with something much deeper. However, this magnetism isn't always received positively. While many are inspired by their light, others may feel uncomfortable or threatened by it. The light that chosen ones shine can expose insecurities in those around them, leading to feelings of jealousy, judgment, or even fear. This is not something they intentionally cause, but rather a reflection of how their presence interacts with the inner worlds of those they encounter. People often project their own unresolved emotions onto these individuals, which can make social interactions more complicated. Balancing the duality of light and shadow is part of the journey. The brighter someone's light, the more evident their shadow becomes. This can be challenging to navigate, as it means dealing with both admiration and criticism, often from the same people. Their authenticity, while magnetic, can also serve as a mirror to others, forcing them to confront parts of themselves they'd rather avoid. This dynamic can result in both deep connections and strained relationships. Even though the shadow aspect might seem negative, it's essential to understand its purpose. The shadow doesn't just repel, it also serves as a critical tool for growth. For those drawn to the light, the shadow is a necessary contrast that helps them see their own areas for improvement. The individuals who are drawn to someone for their light are also drawn to their shadow, as it represents the full picture of human experience. This complexity is what makes chosen ones so impactful. They don't present a perfect, untouchable image, but a balanced one that includes flaws, growth, and learning. Navigating this magnetism requires an awareness of both sides. Those who have this unique pull must learn to accept that they will attract both positive and negative reactions from others. It's important to recognize that these responses are not about who they are, but more about how their energy interacts with the unresolved emotions of others. This understanding helps them maintain balance and not internalize the judgments or projections that may come their way. Being magnetic in this way is not a choice, but a natural part of their presence. This magnetism can lead to deep, meaningful relationships, as well as challenges in maintaining boundaries. Understanding the dynamics of light and shadow allows them to interact with others from a place of compassion without losing themselves in the process. Over time, they become more skilled at managing these energies, learning how to protect their own light while also holding space for the reactions they provoke. Navigating the path of a chosen one is a journey filled with both profound challenges and deep rewards. Embracing this path means accepting that their presence will affect others in diverse ways, and that their spiritual journey often requires walking a road less traveled. Understanding and accepting these elements can be empowering. It helps to recognize that isolation, intense reactions from others, and the struggle to fit in are not signs of failure, but rather integral parts of their growth. The journey is as much about inner discovery and resilience as it is about fulfilling their purpose. As they continue on this path, chosen ones have the opportunity to make a significant impact, not just through their actions, but through the energy they bring into the world. Their ability to shine brightly while managing the shadows that come with it creates space for both personal and collective transformation. It's important to hold on to the awareness that their struggles are shaping them for greater things, and that their journey is a vital part of a larger, meaningful picture. In the end, the path of a chosen one is not about achieving perfection or escaping difficulty. It's about embracing their role with authenticity and courage, understanding that each challenge faced is a step towards their ultimate purpose. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.